What's up, y'all? Bonanza86 here. If you recall, several videos ago, I talked about how I was debating with a feminist about how there should be stricter penalties for false rape allegations. And I also went into how she dismissed everything that I said and then went on to accuse me about not caring about real rape victims. And that got me really vexed, very livid. So I tore her to shreds, and then she ended up leaving the group that we were posting in. There is a part two to this story. Not too long after she left said group, a mutual friend of ours, he also posts YouTube videos as well, Outlaw2747. He had posted a status in which the feminist had responded in some way. And then another MRA that I just happened to meet later on and later befriend was basically trying to instill some wisdom within her. Basically trying to tell her where he was coming from. And it just seemed as if it was the same reaction. She basically said, well, I don't really know where all of this info is coming from. I believe what I believe. There's really no way I'm going to just up and believe what you say. So that kind of enticed me to chime in and basically tell this MRA person, hey, look, I've talked to her before. She's basically like a brick wall. You're basically wasting your time. I really wouldn't waste your breath on this person. And that's when shit really hit the fan. You know, this feminist said, well, look, I've already left this said group, It's really no point in you coming here and say what you have to say, just straight up leave me alone. And I was like, all right, and you know what? She has a point. She has a point. I probably should have left it at that. But there was some back and forth between she and I, and it escalated. It escalated because she went on to accuse me of believing in this mentality or this mindset that women should just be in the kitchen and making men sandwiches, and it really got to me, because I'm trying to be civil and everything, but there she goes throwing out those personal attacks and all that. So I just played along. I did. And I think I ultimately lost this battle, but here's how it went down. She's like, oh yeah, women should just be in the kitchen. I was like, alright, go ahead, make me a sandwich. So I made a motion like, smacking her on the butt. And then she went and made a crack about my weight. She's like, well, I've seen your profile picture. Looks like you've had plenty of sandwiches. I don't think you need any more. I was like, cool. Another person making a reference about my weight. So, I decided to up the ante. She's a light-skinned broad, alright? So I said, well, look, how many money shots did it take to get your current skin complexion? Now, mind you, I probably shouldn't have gone there. I probably should have just taken my ball and walked away. But you know what? This person had irked me to a degree that I had no choice but to respond. So, yeah, I asked her that question, and she's like, "Well, yeah, I get plenty of puss too, and I think we'll just leave it at that." So I was like, "Fine, we'll just leave it at that." I have not talked to her since that time. I have talked to our mutual friend, and I have asked him why he chooses to still be friends with her, but that's him. He's his own man. He can do what he wants. I ultimately lost that. I ultimately lost that debate, and here's why. When you're trying to debate with a person, you try to get your emotions out of there. Your emotions shouldn't really be connected to what you said. In a degree, you shouldn't be so emotive that you get affected by what someone else is saying which then causes you to go above and beyond and say something that you end up regretting later down the road. That's kind of how I am. The thing is, I don't want to just wait and let it fester in my brain until I respond. I want to respond right away. And ultimately, I may not say the right thing, but it's a learning experience. So anyway, I may not have said, or I may not have said what I had wanted to say to this feminist person, but that's what was ultimately said, and like I said, it's a learning experience. You gotta grow up, you gotta learn from your mistakes, move on. So, that was the part 2 of the chat with that feminist story. So, take it how you want it. I'm sorry I haven't been on the YouTube lately, but I've been busy. So, y'all be safe. My name's 86, signing out. Y'all have a nice day.